Welcome to Steven Academy. So today we want to, if you have seen with us our last class, we actually talk about still on CSS Flex Wrap. Now I want to go to the next phase, okay? And that is the one that will help you to a kind of, should I use the word shorthand? Okay, let me use the word shorthand. Yeah, it should be a shorthand of CSS wrap, flex wrap, and flex direction. Okay, should be a shorthand of flex wrap and flex direction. Please don't forget that. So we always like making use of shorthand. If you started Flexbox with me, if you really did flex direction with me, you see that I use shorthand to accomplish many things. I told you to learn that shorthand because it's going to help you greatly as a web developer. So the shorthand for flex direction and flex wrap is what we call flex flow. Flex flow. Okay. So this is just a shorthand property that combines the flex direction and flex wrap properties into a single value. So instead of you to write flex direction or let's say column or flex direction row, now go to another one, flex wrap, just use flex flow. And when you put flex flows, Flexbox understand that you want to combine two things together. That two things is what? Flex direction, flex wrap. So let's go ahead and show you practically how this can be done. Okay, but we want to make sure that this class is as practical as possible. If you are with us for the last time, we talked about flex wrap. I will say to end it with wrap, which is served as a default of flex row and flex column. That the default of flex row, default of flex direction is flex row. So right now, let's now remove this flex wrap and make use of flex flow. Right. So the content, and I told you the content is for the parent container. That after working with the parent, before we go to the child. So all these elements we're talking about are majorly for the parent, and that's why we are doing it on the dot content. Let me show you, let me explain to you. I know you know this already, but let me just explain. If you check, these are div. You say div class of container, and that div class of container contain all these buses. So all these are child to this, okay? And this is why we close it. You feel that it's actually the parent of all of this, okay? So we are working with the parents. That is why we are see on dot container. The moment you see to dot bus or dot this, then I will move from the parent and we are now on the child. So for now, everything we are talking about, everything we are reasoning now is on the parent. So having said that, let's now go back and see how flex flow work. So I want to start with under flex flow. Let's start with the first one, is flex direction. I want it to be row reverse, and at the same time, I want it to be wrap. So if I do it that way, you see that it will make more changes because remember I told that row is always a default, but you still see something. So we'll just run and make it wrap, okay? Wrap. Then remember it's on wrap reverse. So let's see how it goes. Control S for save. Did you see it? So it now change normally. You see that there's a little change, right? Little change. So instead of him, normally if you are going to be row, it will start from row and then when it end, come over and start again. What do? It start from here, end here, come over here, and then flow. You understand? Coming from like this, okay? So because it's row reverse. Now let's try row and see what will happen. We want to try row and wrap. So it should be row and at the same time it should be wrap. Remember, row is for flex direction, wrap is for flex wrap. We are combining the two together. So row and wrap. Control S for save. Did you see it? It start with our box 1 usually, go to box 7, then come over again to box 8 until you get to box 10. And that's how I continue to normally follow the normal procedure from left to right. Okay, left to right. So let's go to the next one, which is so we have row and column, so that will be column. So let's start with column, and at the same time, I want it to wrap. Column wrap. Let's see how that we go. Let's proceed. You see it? Column from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom. From 1 to number 10. So it wraps at the same time it's in column. Now let's go to column reverse. At the same time, it should also be wrap. Column reverse, and it should be wrap. Press for save. You see it? It now start from, from bottom to top, from 10 to 1, 10 to 1, 10 to 1. Are you getting it? So do you see it? From top to bottom, okay? Column reverse, column reverse. So let's take the next one again. We've done row reverse, column reverse, then wrap. Okay, let's do no wrap. Remember that history, we have wrap, no wrap, and wrap reverse. We started with wrap reverse, so let's now go ahead and do no wrap. Column reverse, no wrap. Okay, let's see how that go, no wrap. Let's for save. So let's scroll down and see if it overflow. Oh, it try, but it's supposed to overflow. Maybe because the boys are much. That means the boxes is more than this, is more than this. Maybe boys is just equal, but it's more than this. We start it overflow, right? It overflow. So let's go to the next one. No wrap. Let's do. I'm sure row we have something. Okay. So let's say column and no wrap. Let's see how that we go. Column and no wrap. Okay, let's for save. Of course, that happened. You see it? It's on column and no wrap. So see how it happens. See it? So you see column, y asterisk, and it's on what? No wrap. So we done column wrap, no wrap. Now did the column reverse. So let's go to row. Row, no wrap. Row, no wrap. Okay. Row, no wrap. Should be on row, and at the same time, it should not wrap. As for save, see the same thing, almost the same thing. See, it didn't wrap. It can't wrap. Okay. Then row reverse, no wrap. Row reverse, no wrap. You contrast for save, see it. So it does like what we did, color reverse, no wrap, and it's able to cover because maybe the points are small and the container can contain this. But the other way they can't contain and it's flow, it overflow. So just play with this, okay? Play with this and see you in our next class. But don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Ask questions on the comment section or just tell us if you want us to know on the comment section. Help us how we can improve. If you also want to support us, we accept your support from Facebook. Support us by giving us a star. You can give us a star as a way of supporting this channel. Remember, everything here is free. If you're on YouTube, you can also support us. If you ask us, we'll show you where you can support us. Okay. So thank you so much. See you in our next class. Bye.